The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Oh, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, 30 years since the death of Kurt Cobain. And you know what's really wild is that it's also the anniversary of Lane Staley from Alice in Chains' death in 2002, 22 years since him. On the same day, the two of the big four, which you go Soundgarden, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, and Pearl Jam, with now only, sadly, one of them left as Eddie Vedder of the big four. It changed music for the entire decade without question, and maybe for the whole future, for
changed
life.
music for better, at the very least.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm glad Rat got wiped away from notoriety. I'm glad we have Pearl Jam and Nirvana instead.
Round and Round isn't too bad.
Round and Round's not bad. The problem is it's every other song.
Listen, as a kid that grew up that hair metal kid, you can like both.
Okay.
You don't have to destroy one to enjoy the other.
Sure.
You don't.
What are you going to be balanced in 2024? What do you have a healthy perspective on things?
I'm aware that society loves to be polarized.
Not in my house.
No, but you can like both, and it's okay, and there's dynamics to everything. So, boy, rest in peace to both that are a big part of Q101's history and our history and just my life and Case's life, too. In the meantime, we've got Piece of Garbage Madness coming up in a little bit. Chance to get to Bonnaroo and Clash with Kenzie. And Gil Curtis now with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Today is National Self-Care Day. Or as Post Malone calls it, Friday. Yes, Friday. The day I wonder if Rebecca Black ever figured out whether to sit in the back seat or kick it in the front seat. The band Kiss has sold their music catalogs. That includes all their songs, including the 3 good ones. George Lucas is now worth $5.5 billion. By the way, he keeps it stored underneath that neck waddle. And the Final Four is tomorrow. Then it's the national championship. Then it's you swearing to never waste $20 on the office pool again. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and Piece of Garbage Madness is in full swing. People and things that have been pieces of garbage in the last year. It's a bracket that's up on all of our socials, on Q101's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll put a new updated bracket up in a few minutes here. We have the last matchup of the second round going on right now, and pretty much coming to a close, and it is the Chicago Speed Cameras, a 7 seed, over number 2 seed, Jerry Reinsdorf, or performing. I haven't said who's winning yet, but that's a hell of a matchup.
I know what you're voting for.
I already voted for the Speed Cameras.
I knew it.
I already did. Yeah.
I knew it.
Listen, I'm a Cubs fan, and I'm happy if Jerry Reinsdorf stays running that organization. I'm fine.
What about the Bulls, though? Everybody forgets he owns the Bulls.
You got me on that one.
He's such a bad owner, you forget what teams he owns.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, he's also he's just not involved.
Yeah.
That's a really dark thought. That's
Yeah.
awful.
It's so bad.
Well, yeah.
Brian, Piece of Garbage Madness is everything bad that happened in the last year.
Yes.
How many tickets from those cameras do you think you got in the last year?
Well, I moved to an area with a street, Irving Park, right down from one of them. So I'm saying 9. I've given at least, and some of them have been more, like some are $35. And I want to make this clear. When I say this, some people will check in and go, well, you shouldn't be speeding then. It's for 6 miles an hour over the speed limit. When you pass somebody, you've got to go at least 10 miles over. And I'm not going 100 miles
Is
an
that
hour.
a law? What do you mean?
Well, I'm 6 miles per hour over. Your car isn't.
So were you 6 miles an hour over, or were you 10 miles an hour over? Because you kind of immediately jumped up another 4.
Well, also, I don't know exactly how fast I'm going when I'm passing somebody, but I know I'm safe.
So now it may have been more than 10.
So I'm going 40 miles an hour over the speed limit.
So I hit triple digits.
In 30 seconds, you've just proven why you deserve tickets.
No, I don't. I'm not a serial speeder. I just think the cars, your brother's a mechanic. Not everything is perfectly calibrated. So I don't know exactly how fast you're going. Is what I'm saying.
But I would guess if you're going 40 miles an hour over, you're for sure going over. I don't think it's off that much.
Okay, we're right there. But 6 miles an hour over is not fair. It isn't. It's just wrong. It's wrong.
When does the camera cut off? Is it 5? Because I do know that cops within a certain amount can't give tickets either, I believe.
It's like a plus or minus.
Yeah, because things don't sync up 100%. So isn't it like 5 miles an hour you can't or something?
I believe it's 5, at least in those areas with those cameras. Or you just mean anywhere? You mean on the highway too?
Yeah, no, I even think with cops, like they won't bother if it's like within 5 because of that.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a police officer out there that wants to check in and say what they will let people go on. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I'm curious when the cameras are like, yeah, I wasn't going that fast. When do the cameras make that call?
The camera goes, let him go.
He's trying to get to work on a Monday. I get it.
I will tell you, the speed cameras are winning right now. They're beating Jerry Reinsdorf. That's a number 2 seed because people...
Well, because if you're not a fan of the team, like speed cameras affect everybody.
Yeah, they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I know the burbs have outlawed them. At least I don't think there's any in any of the suburbs. They have red light cameras.
So there are cameras out here, but I feel like... Here's the deal. My husband and I got in a huge fight because I definitely made a mistake and there was a camera there.
Okay.
And he's like, great, that's going to be. And I'm like, whatever. I go, maybe I didn't catch it. I didn't see it flash or anything. And he's like, and we never got a ticket for it. And that's happened like several times. Because so no matter, you guys know this, no matter how late I am to work, I still stop and get a coffee. Like I showed up to the show super late before with a coffee.
I got your Dunkin'.
Yeah. So... But in order to do that, I have to drive, like a little speed racer. I gotta make it on time. Fast and Furious, right?
Yeah.
So I have definitely been like, it's not gonna turn red, and it does. And I'm like, I'm still very far away and go anyways. I've done all that. And I haven't gotten a ticket out in the suburbs. So I don't know if they're disabled or I sometimes get it confused and you only have a second to make this call, but I'm like, is it a camera or is it the thing that makes it like it lets an ambulance go by if they flash it? I get those. You can't tell.
Oh, there's the things that if fire trucks, the lights will change for them.
Yeah,
That's
like
on some of the
cops,
corners. Yes.
Yeah, they have, but they stick out the same way as the camera.
Yeah.
So in the moment, I'm like, I think it's one of those things, and I have to go.
Well, Kenzie, it's exciting to welcome in Mark the Cop. Is that who's on the phone case? To maybe give us a little more clarity on this. Mark the Cop, ahoy, welcome in.
Ahoy, welcome. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Yeah. Basically, the standard is 2 miles per hour.
Wait, 2?
As far as your accuracy.
On your speedometer.
Correct. Because unless your speedometer's been certified, like squad car speedometers are certified, but personal vehicles are not. So 2 miles per hour is the margin of error for what it could be off.
So when's the earliest you'll give a ticket? Is it 2, 5, 7, 45? Like when's the earliest?
45.
I am the worst guy to ask for this. I'm not a huge ticket rider unless you're really putting people in danger. So that's not my thing. But for the most part, it depends on where you're at. You know what towns are a little more strict with it, which ones are not. And with speed cameras in Chicago, I would just say follow the speed limit when you can. Otherwise, you're going to get something in the mail.
I agree, because I've gotten 9 of them in the mail, and and now I do know where they are. There's 2 of them on Irving Park Road, and I have to go so slow that my car is idling. I'm not touching the gas pedal to make sure I'm going 30 in that zone to not go 35, 6, or whatever, and everybody's just halting to a stop. Again, I'm not for speeding and danger. That's terrible. But a couple miles over... I shouldn't be getting a $35 to $90 ticket, and I'm glad you agree. I wish we could clone you, Mark, and make more cops like
Mark's
you.
Mark's my kind of guy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should never be a moneymaker. If that's your mission statement as a police department, tear it off the wall and flush it away. You're not doing anything for the community.
Preach.
Oh, my God.
Preach.
Beautiful.
You want to run for mayor?
Please, actually. That'd be ideal.
Hey, not in Chicago. I'll stay in the suburbs. Thanks.
Okay. I'm sure you don't want to acknowledge what suburb you're from.
Do it in Elgin.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, here we go. Last one of the week. Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival tickets, which has the Chili Peppers, Cage the Elephant, Interpol, Taking Back Sunday, Milky Chance, and more Thursday, June 13th through Sunday, June 16th. 4-day tickets, including a camping pass from our great partners, Bonnaroo, and, of course, from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And taking on Kenzie today in trivia will be Elizabeth from Orland Park. What's up, Elizabeth? Tell us something real quick about yourself.
Good morning. Today today I'm off. I'm going to take my daughter to get her driving test. She turns 16 today.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Do you think she's going to pass?
Oh, 100% flying colors.
Wow.
So everyone in my family thought I wasn't going to pass, including me, and it was a genuine miracle because they make you park in every way, which I'm like, is this necessary? I'm never going to back in. So how would I just sign a piece of paper that promises I won't use this?
So this explains my ride with Kenzie from Riot Fest and her driving there.
What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't you run over a couple people there on the way back?
I didn't run over anybody. You're such a hater.
Well, she did give me the fastest ride ever back to Riot Fest.
Oh,
after
you know what? I'm not the one with 9 speeding tickets from the city.
Hey, that's because the city is unfair and the man is repressing me, and that is the speed cameras that
You
should
just
have.
you can't hold your rogue back.
Damn right. Things
Need for speed over here.
Too fast, too furious in my 2019 Rogue.
Elizabeth, if your daughter gets her license, what car is she going to drive?
Good question.
Oh, how about she could borrow her dad's car or maybe my car.
Okay.
And what kind of car is that?
So it's a Honda Sonata 2011.
Hell yes.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a whip
Pedal
right
to the
there.
metal, baby.
Don't need to pimp that ride.
Has it got flames on the side?
Oh, 100%.
All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails. 1, 2, 3. Call it.
Heads.
It is heads. All right.
First win of the day, baby.
Did not win yet. Here we go. Elizabeth, question number 1. What wrestler turned movie star is known for his signature move, the people's elbow? 3.
That's the
2.
shock. No.
1.
No.
That's too bad.
Sound like an auctioneer.
I'm not even sure she might have mentioned him in that. I didn't even hear it.
No,
though.
I thought it was Porky Pig calling in for a second.
Kenzie, do you know?
That would be The Rock.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Wrestling Saturday night on WrestleMania, of course.
On Peacock.
On Peacock. Kenzie, can I have your Peacock code?
No.
Damn it. Damn it.
Case can, but you haven't done enough for me, Brian.
That's terrible.
1-0 back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what country does bratwurst come from?
I'm gonna swing for the fences and say Germany.
Germany. God, I want a brat right now. It'd be great.
Doesn't that sound so good?
Oh, Elizabeth, what U.S. state, what their name ends with 3 vowels? What state's name ends in 3 vowels? 3, 2, 1. Name
California?
Not California. There's 2 vowels there.
So close.
What about Kenzie there?
Hawaii.
Hawaii is right. All right, 3-0.
It's not looking good. It's back to Kenzie also.
It's gotten quieter. She's gotten significantly quieter.
So she's focusing here. Let's see.
Girl.
So Case is going to review the movie The Matrix coming up at 8:50. He's never seen it. Just so people, what do you mean? Why is he going to review it? Because he hasn't seen it. So this question relates to that. What color pill would have ended Neo's story in the 1999 film The Matrix?
Blue.
That's the blue pill.
That's right.
That's the blue pill. That's right. So Kenzie's got 4.
She's got 4. Elizabeth has nothing. A goose egg, and it's back to Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
I don't know what happened.
I hope that's not what your daughter says to you after the driving test.
The car's wrapped around a tree.
I don't know what happened.
They just all happen so fast.
Oh, God.
All right, back to Elizabeth here. Let's get her a point.
Elizabeth, what animal led to the untimely demise of Steve Irwin?
Oh, that's a stingray.
Stingray, Elizabeth.
There we go, Elizabeth.
Comeback season.
Ba-da-da.
But the problem
You got
is
this.
Kenzie's got 4. Next one wins for her. Kenzie, what flavor of Doritos comes in the royal blue bag?
Cool Ranch. Still gonna have to think about it. Thank God it wasn't a war question. Bring on the Doritos trivia.
I should have jumbled up the question order there. Well, listen, I'm sorry you didn't win.
I'll give her the tickets. I don't care. Come on.
right?
Yeah.
Stop.
Feel happy.
You just made her day.
Wait, who was screaming, you or her?
You don't understand. I am going to be gifted the Best Mother of the Year award. Kenzie, you are an angel. Thank you, cute.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, that was sweet. Who's the last person that called you an angel, Kenzie?
I don't know if I've ever been called an angel.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.